Hi there, back again. So, so you want to learn to draw, okay? To draw what you see, actually, and there's two different ways of drawing. You can draw what you think, like from your imagination or from memory. That's okay, nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you need to draw a thing or a person or whatever you have in front of you, a landscape, and you want to draw what you see. Okay, and there is something going on there. Now, there's a difference between what you know and what you see. Okay, so let's give you an example. If you think about the concept of a chair, then maybe you have something very, very simple in mind, like this. Ta-da! A chair. Now, this is not what a chair looks like. This is sort of a symbol for a chair. Okay, but this is not what chairs look like. If you have an idea of a train, people immediately think of a train like something that is from an early age, and it has a number of these wheels, and it does shoo-shoo, something like that. Okay, there's this machine that's over there, and it makes a lot of hissing noises, but this is not what we have today, ladies and gentlemen. This is pre-1948 or something, for where I live at least. And yeah, but still we teach children, oh, a train does choo-choo, and it has whistles and bells and what have you. And okay, so this is a symbol for a train. Sometimes you see these even on railway crossings, on the warning signs. But this is a symbol for a train now. This is a symbol for a chair. This is what you have in your mind, but it's not what you see. So, today we're going to draw a stool. Ta-da! It also looks like pi, but okay, that's mathematics. This looks like the symbol for a stool, but it's not what a stool looks like. A stool looks like this. Yep. So, now this is a bit noisy, isn't it? I mean, there's so much going on in the background that you can hardly see the stool. So we're going to change that. Let's change it by doing this. Okay, now we have a nice neutral background. Sun is shining. Nice picture of this rather worn-out stool. How are we going to draw this? It is a simple stool, but it's nevertheless rather complicated. Now, there was this American professor, I think she's still with us, but she should be well in her 90s now. Her name is Betty Edwards, Professor Betty Edwards, and she did some revolutionary things in art teaching. She thought, okay, there's two ways that you can have a thing in your mind. You can have the memory or the notion of it, like okay, a stool, like the symbol that I've drawn here. Okay, but you can also draw what you see, and these sort of different notions play in different halves of your mind. Okay, what you know about the chair is more or less in your left hemisphere of your brain, and what you can see is in your right hemisphere of your brain. So the title of the book that was revolutionary in those days was Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. I got that in 1986, so you can already guess that I'm not that young anymore. But this was in the time when I was a beginning teacher, and this was really, really an eye-opener. Literally for me. So I think you can still get it, and there's people who teach the method of her, but I'm going well just what I did with it, and I'm just recommending this book if you want to, let's say, start learning how to draw. And nevertheless, it's not a simple thing. It still requires a lot of determination and elbow grease and a lot of pencils and paper, but it's a good method. So, okay, you've seen the stool that I came up with. Let's draw this. And we start with drawing the outline. And I'm simply starting at a point, and maybe you can find out where I'm starting, and maybe you can also follow and try to guess what the next move will be when I follow the outline of this stool. Well, I'm sort of guessing at the proportions, so how long or how tall or I should make this, or how thick I should make things, but that is okay. I'm looking at directions as well, and this requires quite a lot of focus. So this is not easy to do while I'm talking, because I have to think about what I'm telling you. I have to focus on hey, I've worked my way around. Now, okay, but there's more going on. You're not only dealing with the outline, so which is actually sort of borderline that you can think around an object, because there's not really a line, of course. It's merely telling you where the border is between the background and the object that you're drawing. Okay, so it's a line that you think around the thing. So like you're cutting it out from the background. Okay, so, but there's more. There's also these, what we call negative spaces. Negative space is, let's say, the holes that you see through the object where you can see the background through. So, a hole like that. And there's another hole here, which goes all the way that way. And the only thing you have to do is look at its particular shape. Right. The funny thing is that you are not drawing the stool itself, you're drawing the background. So by drawing what you do not need, you're actually drawing what you need. It's like a paradox. Now you have the outline all the way around, and you have the negative spaces. And now, of course, we need to finish the drawing and draw what's inside there. Next, what you can do is look at light and shadow. Okay, so what is dark, what is light, and we can do that by hatching. Simply, hatching is usually done in an angle, because that is an angle that has nothing to do with the shape of the object, so it's sort of neutral. Okay, and then you can sort of get that all. And there you have it, a stool, more or less like you see it. But you wouldn't have drawn this way just out of your memory, okay? Because that's from your left side of your brain, and this is coming from the right side of your brain. So try that. And if it doesn't work the first time for you, then take another sheet of paper and try again. That's the only way to do it. Right? Have fun. Bye.